Many of my friends that I talk about the Ohio Department of Development in a very different tone. They don't return phone calls. They don't have an understanding what the businesses of today need. The needs are very different even than they were 15 years ago, and they don't operate with a sense of urgency. And as a result, you can see the situation that we're in. It's frustrating me to see, because I was born and raised in the state of Ohio, that we're losing jobs to other parts of the country, especially when we have such great resources to work with here in this state. 3 points I'd like to share with you today. First of all, that Ohio has a reputation and its businesses have suffered. Both Ohio's reputation and businesses have suffered because the recession has hurt Ohio businesses worse than in our neighboring states, and we're recovering more slowly. The reason is that we haven't been smart and we have not been aggressive in our economic development strategies. And we haven't developed a reputation of being efficient. But we have developed a reputation of being unfriendly to businesses. That is not what the mission of this department should be. As a result, jobs and businesses are leaving and they're staying away. They're not coming to Ohio. I think the second point I'd like to leave you with, and this is a big one for me, businesses create jobs, not bureaucrats. I'll say that again. Businesses create jobs, not bureaucrats. Ohio's current economic development efforts have become overly bureaucratic. Business leaders want to work with people today that understand how businesses work and how their needs can be met. They are the customers, and somehow the department has forgotten that. They need certainty that they can move forward and fast, and they need results now. We can't continue to have more people become unemployed. I applaud John's vision for Jobs Ohio. I think the private sector approach is so necessary in the 21st century. If you look at what the outline of this program is, having business leaders and entrepreneurs and CEOs will help understand what businesses need. I think it's a great selling asset for this state. Its #1 mission will be to create jobs and help existing businesses expand. An expert staff solely based for economic development and create jobs creations will be there to understand and to give confidence to the businesses. There will be a high level of accountability. There will be people on the staff that will actually have created jobs. What I get frustrated about when I talk to people in the department now, I'm not sure how they ever got the job. What's their resume say? How many jobs have they created? How many payrolls have they had to have met? What's their understanding of financial statements, balance sheets, return on invested capital? Have they ever had to risk their own money to make a business grow versus using taxpayer money? Now think about that. The people that will staff this department and staff this organization will have met the right criteria. They will support John's vision and his leadership to bring Ohio back and bring jobs back to this great state. And I applaud John, and hopefully in 78 days he can get to work. Thanks, John.
And she's not running for governor. I might vote for her. Well, Mitch Windley is here. He's from a company that's been in this town for many, many years called Plascolite. Mitch, the reason why I asked Mitch to be here is he has been constantly frustrated by the lack of attention from anybody in the state of Ohio, because they have plants located all over the country, and I'll let him tell the story. But, you know, for example, we have a major operation located up in Findlay, but the national headquarters are not located in Findlay. Right away, that's a warning sign to me. I'm going to get on an airplane and go down and see the CEO and the board of directors and get ahead of things. Because if you don't do that, you wake up one day and the moving vans are outside the business, and then we throw our hands up in the air and say, what do we do? By the way, it happened, I guess, again today in Dayton with a company that has decided to consolidate its fuel cell manufacturing in California rather than Ohio. It's a company that we laid millions of dollars out to in search of green jobs, all of which makes sense, but they wake up one day and get a phone call from these folks that they're leaving. Now we have to figure out how to get our money back. Great way to do business, huh? I guess if it's OPM, other people's money, you don't worry about it. But we're going to be spending our time meeting with existing Ohio businesses, because for those who are in business, they know the best way to expand business and create jobs is to work with your existing customers. Mitch Grinley is very passionate about this, and I asked him to be here today to represent Donald Dunn, who was the CEO and founder. He's no longer the CEO. He's, I guess, the chairman and the founder of Plaskolite. And Mitch will tell you a little bit about this company. It's on the cutting edge. They do great work there. Mitch Grinley, give him a nice round of applause.
Well, John, I was going to read this, but I'm not going to read this. I'm going to give you an example of how the development departments work for Plaskolite. We purchased Lucite International in 2007. They had 4 plants: California, Texas, Mississippi, and Mexico. The Donald Dunn that he talks about, he loves Ohio. In fact, we built a plant in Zanesville, a $30 million plant that just finished in 2006. With no help. We never asked for help, we never asked for money. Since 2007, no one from the development companies ever talked to us. We're a private company. We're over $2 million. They never contacted us. We have 4 plants. We currently are considering consolidating those plants. Texas has contacted us 8 times in the last month. They have done their job. They know the current staff. They know Donald Dunn was shot in Italy in World War II. That's how you run a business. You're in sales. You know the customer. You know their needs. You know their products. The Strickland was talking at the Columbus Airport. He was talking about we need jobs. We're 5 minutes away deciding where we're going to take these plants. It's crazy. If a salesman worked for us, we'd fire him. Not only is it broken, really it's inept. We're not politicians, but since 2007, we haven't seen anybody. They don't even know how to spell Plaskolite. We're not asking for money. We're trying to look for help. But I think, what would you guys do? Texas has contacted us, knows our business, knows our products. We have a decision to make. We're going to wait for John, see if this works.
Yeah. Pretty strong, pretty powerful. That's from his heart. I've listened to this for 2 years. Mitch writes me letters. Doesn't return my phone calls, but he writes me letters. And the letters say, John, you're the last hope for my family and my kids. I should have brought one of the letters here today, because Mitch does everything from the heart and the brain. He's doing a great job at Plaskolite. It may be too late. 8 contacts by the state of Texas,